Okay, here we go. For real now, we're streaming. Here we go, baby. The chat over there. Hopefully I can see it. Okay. I didn't even test my audio. I don't even know if, let me see. Okay, let me try this. Shit, I can't even tell. It's gonna be late, isn't it? Ah, whatever. If it's delayed, it's delayed. My fault for not testing beforehand. Okay, so how's it going, everybody? Jaguar's here. We're finally gonna be streaming again. It's less than 3 days from Starlink Battle for Atlas. We've been playing it day 1. I'll probably stream the whole game. Maybe for the first time. I'll do like a stream through the game. I suppose that's how I'll do most of my games live. I'll do it live. Sound cool? Sound cool.
Go on.
Of course, that's on Tuesday. For now, we're just getting warm up. We're gonna warm ourselves up with some space shooting.
It's about time you showed up, Fox.
Barely hear
You're
sound.
the only hope for our world.
I'll do my best. Andros won't have his way with me.
Good luck.
Here we go. See if I still got it. Sort of still got it. Anyways, I just decided to do the Starbucks
Flippy, get back here!
I'm gonna be playing
Flippy, watch out!
Starbucks.
Bogey on your tail!
Starbucks 4. I'm also gonna play Star Fox Assault. And then cap it off with Star Fox
God.
Command.
I thought they had
3
me.
big games. Unfortunately, if I could be playing Star Fox as or Star Fox 2.
We're entering to an area of fitting
I'm
now.
also not gonna play Star Fox Adventures. It's basically a Zelda game behind Zelda games. It's just gonna be a whole crapshoot.
Everybody, stay alert!
Good chance I'll only progress so far and then get stuck. As for Star Fox Zero, actually, wish I had thought of this sooner. Thought about it sooner. I might play it. I don't know. Maybe actually, sometime.
You got an enemy on your tail!
Maybe
Use the
after this game, actually. I'll do a little bit in chronological order with these games. Start with the Lilac Wars. Pretend I'm not going to play Star Fox Adventures, go straight to Assault. And then Command.
I'll take this! Get the one behind me!
And, I actually have the remake for
Something's wrong with the G diffuser.
Star Fox 64, yes. That's it.
Use the boosting! I guess I should be thankful.
Let's see. I'm used to the controls on Star Fox 64 3 with the generating and good stuff. But of course we're playing the original from Virtual Console, so I'm going to do that.
Do a barrel roll!
And on top of that, I don't have a 3DS capture card, so I can't afford that. I have to point these games after the 3DS, which I'm not going to do. Also, I'm just going to go out. I'll do 2 run-throughs of this game, and then call it that for the Star Fox 64 section. Or by Star Fox Airplane. in anticipation for Starlink to battle.
Try a somersault!
Enemy robot,
Hyper
dead ahead.
This boss is easy enough. I can take care of it, no problem. Just
All range mode. Ah, so this is Starbox. I'm going to crush you.
Enemy shield analyzed.
Those who cross Andros will die. I will not be defeated. My Emperor, I failed you.
It's too easy. A couple things to
We're
lay out.
heading out. All aircraft report.
I'm gonna mention the whole tactic.
You
I like
did it!
like
I was worried for a moment.
You're looking for a
more like your
background. I
father.
still have my Mario Kart 8 birthday tournament background for this year.
I'm fine. You okay over there,
Green
Fox?
background there. So that means I'll have that. I'm still fishing for a good background. Anyways. How is the audio? The audio's fine. I could bump down the gameplay audio a little bit. I always like to have my audio 3/4 of the decibels to my microphone.
Now watch out for enemies in the asteroid field.
Right there.
I won't let you down, sir.
That's good, right?
Good luck.
Okay. I know, man. Why didn't I do my test? You spend all this time making thumbnails, and here you are. You forgot to.
Don't mess up that R way.
Forgot to.
Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side.
What am I trying to say? Forgot to test the actual video part.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Be careful, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Use bomb quietly.
Yeah, why am I so not used to controls?
Try a somersault.
Here comes a big one.
Finally got the hyper lasers.
Whoa! Can you make it?
Use the brake. Use the boost to get through. Incoming message from Rob 64. Location confirmed. Sending supplies. Watch out, Fox!
For the time, yeah, this was the hot game back on the 64. But if you're to ask me, this game's just waiting to be surpassed as the best Star Fox game. Well, most people would say that. And I would tell you that Star Fox Assault is, in my opinion, the successor to this game. But even that game can also you can do a lot better than Star Fox Assault. As it stands right now, I still hold Star Fox Assault as the best Star Fox game. As for this game, we're getting back to this game. I would hold Star Fox Assault
Your turn to be thanked.
at third, surprisingly. I'll tell you what's my second favorite Star Fox game later on. I won't give that away just yet. But yeah, a lot of people's most favorite Star Fox game. It's only my third favorite Star Fox game. Shocker to most people.
Take that.
I guess I'll also explain why a little bit. It's just that when I first really played it, I was already spoiled by Star Fox Assault. So that and the Assault also has a lot of elements from Star Fox 64. So yeah, I had the same vibe as when I played Paper Mario 1000 Year Door before Paper Mario 64. It felt like I was just playing the same game but on a older console. Anyways, I'm doing the warps, I'm not doing the bosses, but I'm still going on the easier routes. Or maybe I can. With only 2 playthroughs, I'm only going to be able to... I'm going to have to skip a couple levels. Good chance it's going to be Katina, Solar, or Macbeth, the medium level routes. But we'll see. I might mix it up and play a couple of those levels instead. And in sacrifice of some of the other levels. But amongst those 3 in the middle that you can get, that are not in the easy or hard routes, I could probably play Macbeth and skip out Katina and Solar. Anyways, getting back to what I truly think about Star Fox 64. It was a great game to hold me over until I can rebuy Star Fox Assault many years down the road, but nothing I don't think is ever gonna, until we get a new Star Fox game, come close to how amazing Star Fox Assault is, and just how much it meant to me. Wait, no, that didn't make any sense. I meant, yeah, for the time, Star Fox Assault was my great game. Still is today. And for barely over a decade, still waiting for a new Star Fox game to take what I loved about Star Fox Assault and amplify it tenfold. So by doing that portal, we gained access to Katina. We're not going to Katina. Not in this run through, not in the run through I'll have after this.
Recover our base from the enemy army.
Roger, General.
Good luck.
Split up and take it to him.
So if anyone's gonna ask why the clock on the bottom right says PM, then PST, and then the time, it's just because the text moves. Like, it's real obvious the text moving if I have all the PM, PST stuff on the right. I don't want the time to move. Anyways, let me put Falco. Falco! Nope, that's not the break. It's up here.
Time for a little pace. Go find your own target, Fox.
You're not getting away that easy.
Anyways, we're on Fortuna. That's what it's called in this game.
There's one down.
But it's Fortuna. Oh, I can't wait until the day we can get a Star Fox game that could be similar to Starlink, where it's open world. Just imagine an open world Star Fox game where you can explore whatever planet, kind of like what we got in No Man's Sky and
been planted
yeah,
at the base.
Star Fox or Starlink.
Can anyone
To an
take care of
extent.
it? Let you do that.
Alright, there's a trick. Get a cheap shot on Starwolf.
Happy.
I kinda didn't do it that well because I didn't hustle in time.
Enemy is my enemy. Just what I need to see. Star Wars. Let's take care of these guys first.
Man, I still need to get used to the controls again.
You'll be seeing your dad soon, Fox. I am afraid they are.
Come on, hit him.
Get to the pond, Froggy. Take care of the guy behind me, Fox. You're in my sight. You're going down.
Okay, never heard Wolf say that before.
Shoot! He's right behind me. Bow before the great Android.
There's one down.
I can't shake
Falco, I got you.
I can't shake this guy. You're not so tough. Location confirmed.
Two down.
Pending supply. Bow before the great Android.
I meant to do a U-turn. Or, I did do a U-turn. I meant to do a somersault. Dang. Yeah, let's go help out Slippy.
You're not.
Woo! That was too
Oops.
close.
Why am I taking so long?
Uncle Andrew. What the heck? There's one more to go.
Yep, get him. We're running out of time. Pretty soon the timer for a minute. There we go. That was close. Take too long there, then
I'll take care of
there's
the
a
bomb
timer.
now.
The timer goes down. Mission failed. That base blows up, and you're forced to go to Sector X. But since we did that, we have the option to go to Solar, which I'm not going to. I'm going to Sector X.
All aircraft report.
Hey, we made it.
Bob, take it easy. That was a close call, Fox.
On to one of my more favorite missions in the game, Sector X.
Reports indicate that Andros is working on some secret weapon.
There's just so much potential for lore behind the 3 sectors, X, Y, and Z. They could do something like they had a Star Fox TV show in some form of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. And they have all these mini episodes on places.
Take out that weapon,
Maybe
boys.
make some characters. I always imagine there's a group of characters that patrol Sector X. Like there's a culture here at Sector X, like space areas. Maybe something like Sargasso Space Station. You know, the criminal base that you see in Star Fox Assault. But not, let's say there's criminal bases here, but it would be nice to have some residents here.
We're getting close to the base.
Or maybe what I'm trying to say is some world building would be nice. Imagine what some world building can do with past games. You can look on Like, say if we have some world building to these places, you can have some...
It's all gone.
You might think about these places differently the next time you play Star Fox 64 or any of the games that feature them. There's just so much stuff left on the table
What the heck is that?
for Nintendo to do with
They're
Star
on me.
Fox.
I'm getting carried.
We just need the right personnel
Thanks, Mom.
to pull it off. Hopefully Ubisoft, which I'm just waiting to see Starlink become a success, and maybe Nintendo will give Ubisoft the green light to make a Star Fox game. Who knows?
I'll attack from the outside.
Anyways, that branching path, I'm taking the right.
Interceptor system
If you
dead
take the
ahead.
left, you can go to another warp. That'll take you to Sector Z. If you succeed in that, just like with the Meteor, where I had to fly through those rings. But we're gonna go to the right. We're not gonna do any portal. This path will just take us straight to the boss for this area. And the left side can also take you to the boss too if you don't shoot the gates and just fly right through them.
Where is the secret weapon? Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
If there's one thing I really don't like, I guess it's a small design thing that they do in these Star Fox games, is the dialogue. Some dialogue can...
I'm going ahead. Back me up, Mom.
I'll just respond. I don't want Peppy to retire. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying. I don't like how new dialogue can overlap with the old dialogue. Like this one dialogue can get cut off by this next dialogue. I always wish that you can get the dialogue to stack. That's honestly one of the biggest problems I had while playing Star Fox Assault single player, is just listening to the dialogue get cut off by another dialogue.
What the
And this
heck?
game is also
Look behind
guilty of this too. But it's more of an offense in Star Fox Assault because the dialogue is much more better there.
So this is the secret weapon.
Destroy.
So I always wish that there would be some sort of cue
Field analyzed.
when there's a dialogue. Like the dialogue has to finish before the next
I will
one
terminate
can
all
play.
enemies. You are an enemy. Where is the creator?
What's he saying?
Yippee! You did it!
Huh? What?
That view is clear. Destroy. I must be
That's too
complete.
easy. If you take your time with that boss, eventually Slippy will try and take a shot at the boss,
All aircraft
and then
report.
the boss will fly swat Slippy,
I'm having some trouble here.
and then Slippy will crash land on the Titania, which is where we will have our next mission at if that happens. But since it doesn't happen,
Ah,
we have the option to go into Macbeth, which is where we're going to be going actually. If I didn't already mention that in an earlier mission, then I would be tackling down at least one of the medium route levels, and I would forego one of the levels that's either on the easy or hard route. So here I am unintentionally getting these medals. If you're a seasoned vet at Star Fox, then you can get all these medals in your sleep. First you get medals by getting enough hits. Fortuna, I need at least 50. Got 64 there. Sector X, 150. Varies with every different mission.
So you're going to attack the enemy base? Great idea, Fox.
It'll be a piece of cake, General.
Good luck.
I spot the train. I'm taking it out. Here come the little hyenas now.
The hyenas.
They're not taking me serious. Here they come. Take this. Just shoot it, Bob.
One of my more least favorite things also about Star Fox 64 is the way that the Landmaster works here. It's basically just like the R-Wing missions, but on the ground.
How's the Landmaster, Fox?
It's no different than piloting a R-Wing, except for the fact that I'm on the ground. And I can't fire as many shots as compared to the R-Wing. Nice thing about using the Landmaster is you don't have to, there's no losing your wings and losing your laser upgrade. Then again, you don't even have any laser upgrades when you do use the Landmaster.
Don't let them get to the supply depot.
I always wish that these Landmaster missions could have been more like what they were in Star Fox Assault. All range mode. Using the Landmaster's cannon feels more like an actual cannon, like in Star Fox Assault. Like
Shoot, he's right behind me.
don't have it fire this fast, just like this.
I guess I should be thankful.
But of course, make it more powerful, just like they had in Assault. Where I'm getting at here.
Come a little closer. Try hovering.
I suppose a pro tip: don't boost and hover, because you drain through your. Or do you? So that's a normal one. If you do both. Okay, never mind. It doesn't deplete any faster if you boost and hover at the same time. Maybe slightly, but I don't see it being a problem if you do decide to do that. I guess another annoying thing is when you use the boost, you have to wait for it to fully charge before you can use it again. Which that's not the case in Star Fox Assault. As long as you have a little bit of energy left to boost, brake, or well, not U-turn, but just boost or brake, you can use it. Like you can exploit it and just spam the boost and get as much boost as you can that way. I think that's how I find myself mostly doing that, just to get around places in the R-Wing.
Very lucky.
Alright, so this is gates I'm hitting. Gotta shoot all 8 gates to get the secret outcome to this boss. You can fight the bosses normally, shoot that, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna go and find all these gates, hopefully not miss a single one. Oh, there's one. No, I'm not gonna miss it because I'm on the other side. Okay, got it. That was a close one. If you go to Zonus right before this mission, then this would be much easier because you have someone named Cat to help you out and shoot a couple of the gates for you. But thankfully we didn't need Cat's help from Zonus. We were able to take care of this ourselves. And now we reroute the train route. Have it come crashing into its own base.
it! Stop it! All aircraft report.
I can see the look on their stupid faces.
I'm sure we heard him this time. Now it's our turn to kick some tail.
Yes, sweet. Let's kick some tail. There's 2 more missions left. And that's the first run through. First run through of 2. And also by doing that, we actually go straight to Area 6. That's actually the hard route. But we're not going to do that. We're going to change course and go to Bowls. Now, depending where you go, also, if you go to either Bowls or Area 6, which we had access to by doing that secret ending, that depends on what version of Venom you're going to actually go into. But we're going to do this version of Venom first before we go to Bowls. Another thing too is if you go here and also fail the mission in Fortuna where you don't defeat Starwolf, then whatever's left of Starwolf after that encounter you'll meet here. But first we gotta shoot down these little towers that is guarding the core of this station. And also these towers that are creating a barrier are also shielding the ships that the teammates that Fox Falco, I guess Fox wants to, but mainly our teammates are able to shoot them down because the ships are shielded.
Hey! The force field is disappearing! Like we've got company.
Fox, get this guy off me! Fox, get this guy off me! Whew, that was too close!
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox! Shoot! He's right behind you!
Oh my gosh, everybody needs help.
Good, I see the enemy core!
Once you get the enemy core, you want to smart bomb the heck out of it.
Gee, I've been saved by Fox.
Like that.
Well.
Oh no! Fox, get this guy off me!
Wish you don't have to smart bomb it, but it does more damage that way. You can just use your laser on it. But there's just so many targets on the core, I'm just going to keep using smart bombs.
Destroy the satellite core!
Oh no! Oh no!
Location confirmed.
I've got a bunch of hits there. Slippy, stop it! It's gonna be okay.
Fox, get this guy off me!
There we go. Find Slippy. We destroy the cars and get out of there. Enemies die too. On some Phantom Menace stuff.
Venom, here we come.
need to see the movie Venom. I think I'll do that. I want to do it this Tuesday because that's the discount day for my local movie theater. But then again, it's also the same day Starlink comes out. And I want to play that for you guys as soon as I can.
Time to show the monkeys who's boss.
Also, this version of Venom is pretty fun.
They're everywhere.
There's more depth to this version of Venom than the hard route.
Come.
The hard route is just two boss battles, so let's leave it at that. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do a somersault.
Brace yourself.
You'll be sorry, Pop.
Oops, I hit just the... Also, another thing about Star Fox 64,
What's the big idea?
I don't think the controls have aged well.
I've got the
And I think Assault perfected the controls for Star Fox. Just mapping only one
sign. I'm on
button
your
to
side.
the to do a roll was good enough.
Watch out, Pop.
The whole use the L button to roll left and then R button to roll right is a little excessive. I think what they did in Assault, where you depending on where your control stick is tilted when you press L to roll, is the direction that your ship is needed. And also, I don't think it was necessary also to
I'm going left.
double tap just to roll. But hey, that's just the N64 for you. They didn't have the buttons that they had on the GameCube, the shoulder buttons that they had on the GameCube, where they're pressure sensitive. I don't think I recall. Okay, that's a strange route that I took there.
This brings back memories of your dad.
If I can get one more gold ring out of 3, it can increase my health.
Jeez Louise, what is that?
That temple gives me the creeps. What's going on? He's running away.
Stay alert.
Oh, by the way, this is a Super East boss.
Don't get too close.
Just shoot his jump. And the little glowy thing in the... this thing in the middle, below red, and shoot that, and then
Data analysis complete. Here it comes.
if you're really good, you'll be able to beat this boss before, so that you can even show the health bar. But of course, I'm not quite there yet. I have a little bit of rust on me. Oh, I gotta get that shoulder pad. There we go, and then you hit the head. And then this part.
Never give up. Trust your instinct.
Good thing I'm playing on the normal mode. There's an expert mode that you can play. That's much more difficult, obviously. But if you crash into anything, like a pillar or wall, or any such of that, you instantly lose a wing, which makes it much more difficult. A good chance you'll be finding yourself using only the single laser because of the fact that you're damaging your wings.
Along from here.
Because we don't have to worry about that, so just play at the normal difficulty. And I think the level layout's also different. The placement of enemies and power-ups. There's less power-ups in expert mode also.
Know that I control the galaxy. It's foolish to come against me.
long corridor. Let's do this. Me and Andros, mano y mano. I like to cheese this boss battle by shoot him in the eye whenever he's about to do an attack. That way you can stop his attack. And while he's immobilized from being shot in said eye, you can take care of his hands. Take out his hands. Almost. Let him do the laser face thing, the laser hand thing again. Shoot him in the face once more. And then shoot him just a little bit more. And he's got a robot thing. Up. And then, there you go. Andros defeated. And then a cutscene that can play. Which, I'll play for you guys. Or can't, no. I'll make another run through where I'll also show the cutscene there.
Fox, are you okay?
Or, did I say credits? Or like, I meant the credits.
Okay, I'll admit it. You did good, Fox.
I'm tempted to just fix the clock thing. Move the PM PST to the right. But that's fine. That's just my way of setting it up. You know what? Let me be different for once. Excuse me, I'm just gonna look at past parts of the stream. Oh my gosh, this whole time the audio is out of sync. Yo, I knew I should have. This is still too loud. And also I think do this too. This doesn't need to be delayed by that much. Now let me do this. There we go. Okay, problem solved. Let me bring the sound up just a little bit. There we go.
Starbuck, we are in your debt. I would be
Never mind, a little bit
to have you as
less.
part of the Cornerian
Oh,
There.
no, sir.
Okay, that's the
We're
last bit I
going our own
touch.
way. Great Fox is ready to go. It's time for us to go now.
Okay. That's enough of that. I take that back. I'll just let the credits play because there's If I can speak today. The credits is different depending on which version of Venom that you beat. You'll see this difference at the very end of the credits. Eyes are getting itchy. I think it's time to turn off my fan. There. I wish I had some water on me. I didn't get any water. You know what? Just give me a moment. I'm gonna go outside and get some water. It's hot in here. Okay. Water has been acquired. It's Nestle Pure Life Water, which this stream is not sponsored by. There's a lot of things that I'm not being sponsored by. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's Andros. He says, is that it? You're not done. That Andros we defeated, that was a fake. Andros is still out there. Anyways, here's my ranks. This one I don't think is in the rank book. These are some ranks that I... Well, this is my best record. It's 1483. Of course, there's some out there that I've torn through. It's had a lot more points.
This is one steep bill, but it's worth it.
You know, for good measures, I'll show off.
Message from General
I'll show off
Pepper.
this cutscene.
Priority 1.
I didn't. I did a little bit of it.
We need your help, Star Fox. Andros has declared war. He's invaded the Lilat system and is trying to take over Corneria. Our army alone can't do the job. Hurry, Star Fox.
I don't like how the capture card, my capture card, it keeps powering off like that. Like, you see how there's a couple seconds that the audio from my capture card just goes dead. Oh. Never mind that. Okay, let's do this. Let's make a run through number 2.
It's about
I'll skip the cutscenes this time. Except for this one. I might not have played this one. But in case if I didn't, I'll play it again.
Open the wings. energy diffuser system. Falco here. I'm fine. This is Peppy. All systems go.
Flippy here. I'm okay.
I see him up ahead.
Man, this is just a revolutionary game for its time back in 1997. Seeing the characters in the cockpit like that. Fully voiced actors. Man, this game was a treat back then.
Flippy, watch out. Don't be on your tail.
That's one thing that's been daunting Star Fox is like they have to be. It's like Nintendo has to be in. Excuse me. It's like Nintendo has to be innovative with every Star Fox game, which that's obviously not the case. You don't have to be innovative just to make Star Fox. I mean, just look at Star Fox Assault. That and Adventures. Those are the only two games to coexist on the same platform. Every other game, it's on a system that's the only Star Fox game on that system. And then throw in the fact that Nintendo has to use some sort of new way to play Star Fox. They have all these crazy gimmicky control schemes for their Star Fox games. Out of all the controls that I was okay with that weren't traditional was Star Fox Command, actually, with its touchscreen controls. That was the only one I tolerated. The others, like actually just Star Fox Command and Star Fox Zero. But yeah, Star Fox Zero didn't need to do what they did with their control scheme. They didn't need to be making two screens on. Maybe you had a cockpit view on the bottom. I need to say Falco for this part I'm going to do next.
I guess I should be
Dude,
thankful.
well, that was pretty easy. But yeah, the control scheme they had for Star Fox Zero, and being that you have to play it that way, was completely unnecessary. That's why the game sold poorly, in my opinion. That nobody wanted to play with those control schemes. And couple that with the fact that Star Fox isn't popular to begin with. I mean, I wanted it to be popular, but the mass majority of people, for
Pretty smooth flying, Fox.
some crazy reason, they're not really into Star Fox. And then
Follow me, Fox.
throwing in a control scheme that alienated a lot of people, whether they were a Star Fox fan or not, didn't really help out things. And it's a shame too, because
Time for a little payback.
Star Fox Zero, we're hoping Star Fox Zero could do good. That way we can see Star Fox come back. So now, our next chance with Star Fox is through Starlink, and Star Fox's cameo there.
Incoming enemy from the rear. Drop altitude.
You can do this too if you go sideways.
Shield analyzed.
Just kind of skip across the water. There's the other boss. There's also an alternate boss to Corneria, depending on what you do. If you fly through the rings while you have Falco alive. Because this is the one where we got, if we save Falco and fly through the rings underneath the water. They're right over the water. Of course, this boss is also pretty easy. Just shoot the little hatches that open. Once you got those shot down, then you just shoot the ship carrier itself.
Who are you guys?
We're Star Fox.
You'll never defeat Andros!
We're heading out. All aircraft report.
You did it! I was worried for a moment.
You're becoming more like your father. I'm fine. You okay over there, Fox?
Okay, anyways, let's go to Sector Y. This is a pretty interesting mission, especially on what you need to do in order to stay on the...
Help us out here.
I'm on my way.
Or how to stay on the hard route. You have to get a certain amount of hits. I always thought this is a weird mission. Just from what you have to do.
Let's back up the squadron. Somebody's gonna pay for all this.
Somebody's gonna pay for all this. Slow down. Really slow down. There wasn't this much slowdown in. Actually, there's that much slowdown in the original release of Star Fox 64. You see that one thing I just shot? Stubby. Anyways, the N64, believe it or not, had a better. Like, it didn't have frames dropping like that, like right here. So what I'm getting at is that this game on the N64 ran a lot better than it does on the Wii's Virtual Console, which is insane. Since you need a lot of hit points, use Charge Shot as much as you can to max out on that.
Keep up the pace. The enemy's coming from behind.
Ouch. Now do the somersault. Here. Get out of this view. Use a couple smart bombs here if we want to get even more hits that we really need. I think we need at least 100 hits.
I've got everything above.
Falco and the word above. That name and word just go together like peanut butter and jelly. Falco's your airman. Goes for Super Smash Brothers too. They make him an air fighter. And Fox is a ground fighter. Excuse the voice crack. I'm dropping the pace. I'm not getting to 100 hits. Just need to keep up with the charge shot and shoot as many of these flying transformers as possible. I'll shoot this purple one too. That one, I believe, gives you more points.
We're gonna break through that fleet. You're becoming a better pilot.
Thankfully, we're getting quotes from Peppy. Alternatively, depending on how many hits you have at this point, Falco will trash talk you instead. Like telling you should have shot them all. Or, I forget his second line that he says. Instead of Peppy saying we're a better pilot, Falco will say, like,
Something's up ahead.
what did he say?
Looks different.
Ah, well, just something
All range mode.
something you won't like. I'll leave it at that. Or, I think he says, is that the best you can do? That's what he would say.
Gee, quit moving around.
Yeah, we just got 2 more flying transformers we gotta shoot down. shield, so
Don't party just yet.
it's pretty easy to take him down.
It's time to try our new weapon. Shoot, I'm taking damage. Gee, quit moving around.
He's moving all over the place. Even hard for me to get a lock on him. Or can I even lock on with this guy?
Dang, I'm hit.
Yeah, I can't lock on him. Just laser hose him. Bullet hose him. There we go, that was easy. That was crazy easy too. I didn't know I would shred through his health bar like that. I thought it would take twice the amount of hits that I thought.
Report in.
There you go.
So here we got the indicator that we're going to Aquas. That's the next hard level mission.
I guess you're good for something.
Anyways, how you crickets and tumbleweeds doing?
Star Fox, I want you to take out the enemy bioweapon.
And you throwing some hashtags.
Deploy the Blue Marine.
Good luck.
Just some of the good stuff. Stuff that gives you more traffic. Anyways, here comes the rather special mission. No mission quite like it. Aquas. We're in the Blue Marine, which is pretty sloshy. The only time we have an underwater mission ever in Star Fox. Not counting Star Fox Command, because the underwater missions there are just like any other missions. I'd recommend, because the Blue Marine is a lot different from playing the Landmaster or R-Wing. Just spam both the A and B button. You have plenty of torpedoes to work with. There's no penalty in spamming the living dog turds out of them. So go ahead and go nuts with the torpedoes.
I'm sending the data to you guys.
I remember, there are certain spots on this mission where you can get a bunch of points. I think it has to do something with these little things right here. But yeah, it's not the spot. Or maybe right there. Just keep spamming the lasers and torpedoes and you should be A-okay here. And also do the necessary dodges too. Also take care of some of these enemies before they can self-destruct and blow right up in your face and take a lot of damage out of you. Also, this is a solo mission, so your entire team gets to rest for this.
It's a good thing you prepared, Flip.
That's the nice thing about coming here. If, for say, your team takes a beating in Corneria and Sector Y, you can have them heal up right here. I guess that can lead into the next thing I want to mention. Let's have a Star Fox game where you can choose, kind of like in Star Fox 2, but if you're able to choose which teammate you want to have with you. But let's take it a step further and say, You can have only Fox and Falco for this mission. Or maybe have a 3-man mission. Have Fox, Falco, and Slippy. Just an example. I bet most people would just say, sit Slippy out the entire playthrough. And just have Fox, Falco, and Peppy. Or maybe Crystal if you want them. Like say if there's like a Star Fox Chronicles game that has multiple storylines. Like you can play through the timeline during the Lilac Wars with Peppy. I'm getting comboed here. Hope I don't die. Oh, get out of the way for the starfish. That'll explode if you don't move it or destroy him in time. But imagine it like we have a Star Fox game that has multiple storylines that you can play through. There's one in the Lilac Wars. I guess if we need another one of that. Maybe one during or before it with the original Star Fox crew. I need to keep shooting.
I got a bad feeling about this, Fox.
Me too. I need a health ring. I'm about to die. I'm gonna lose my lasers. No! Shoot! I need that. Don't die. Okay. They only gave me one hit. Man. I remember having a lot of trouble with this mission like, way back. Like around the time I did my playthrough this originally. But man. Alright. But I can do my thing on this boss, will be fine. Anyways, back on the whole Star Fox Chronicles thing. It'd be nice to have a Star Fox game with like a big old single player package, kind of like with Splatoon 2, where you have 2 single players. You got the on-disc at release single player, and then you have an Octo expansion that has another single player. They could do that with the one Star Fox game. Maybe have like 3 or 4 single player. I mean that's a stretch because that might be a stretch for Nintendo because they've never had a game where they've done multiple single players. But hey, I see it as Nintendo can release just one Star Fox game and then maybe have a 3 or 4 lifespan, and they just keep re-releasing. They keep releasing new single player content and whatever multiplayer they have there, they can add on to it. But if anything, there's no way that they'll give a game that long of a lifespan. Heck, they only give Super Smash Bros. I think only 2 years of lifespan. So, am I asking for too much? Yeah. But it would be nice to have all that. Like, it'd be really nice. Anyways, what I'm doing here, I shot the little things on the top of the clam that got us into this half thing. And then there's a little, these little columns I had to shoot down with the torpedo. And now here we are. I'm shooting the eye. Once it comes down, I just spam the torpedoes. That's just the name of the game with this mission. Just spam the torpedo, and you'll be a-okay. Also, try not to get hit by these little white balls that the boss will shoot out for you and try to hit you. Oh, okay. Get the health. Yes. Ooh, that was a close one. Believe me when I say this, but not all my run-throughs through Aquos was like that. The last time I played Aquos, I had all my health.
We're preparing to dock.
But that's not to say that I've had a lot of run-throughs on Aquos where I struggled. Like, I would barely get through it. Like, I'd use up all my health.
Thanks, Flip. Crew Marine came through.
No, it did more than just come through it. Almost got killed.
Thanks a lot, Peppy.
I'll take the sky any day.
Peace, Falco. You too.
Okay, I'm turning back on the fan. I can't deal with this. The door closes and it makes everything so warm. Yeah, this is gonna be a short stream. I'll see myself streaming that much longer after Star Fox 64. Kind of just plan on streaming this and not much else. If I did stream something else, I would have to go through and I'd also have to change the layouts, titles, thumbnail, everything. And plus it would be weird, like, we go from Star Fox Marathon, playing Star Fox, and then playing something else that's not going to be a part of the Star Fox Marathon. You know what, I should be playing only Star Fox, because as a Star Fox fan myself, for a good decade, more so than that, it's a good time to be a Star Fox fan. We shoot these down so we can get to the next hard level mission, which is Sector Z. If you don't do this, then we are forced to go to Macbeth. Hopefully I can get all of them. You can see them pretty easily from the distance. Try not to fly past them and get them. Much as I'd like to... Come on. Took a lot of health trying to save Slippy. Yeah, I'll be fine. Is it? Oh, it's left. I keep doing up. Up gives you that view. That wasn't Father's example.
We're closing in on them, Falco.
Anyways, here's Cat, like I mentioned previously.
Take the right one, boy. I have the left.
Cat, what are you doing here?
Is that any way to greet a girl?
No, Cat could have gotten this one too. Had to lean back over to the left just to get that one up. Okay, let's get this one too. And this one. Slippy, shoot. Shoot him. Shoot one. Don't just stand there, Slippy. Shoot one.
Whoa! What's that?
I wish there would be more of your teammates doing something. Like, if there's one thing that everybody can agree on when they play Star Fox, your teammates do the bare minimum.
I've got somebody on my... Beautiful.
Cat, shoot him. I really wish that Star Fox can go on a team-based or oriented type of game, and throw in open world too. So, what would be the Star Fox game of my dream would be a open world online co-op game. And did I? Oh, I got lucky there. You need to shoot these. That way you can open that up and shoot out the searchlight hiding underneath that little chamber there. But thankfully I was able to jank it, and we still haven't been detected yet. The rare moments where you have to use the somersault there. Oh, you can. Other than that, there's not much incentive to do somersaults in these on-rail missions. And speaking of these on-rail missions, I'm totally fine to, like, say they make a Star Fox game that's not on rails. You know, like Star Fox Command. Like, but we also need in a new Star Fox game, just make it open world. Don't make these open worlds anymore. I feel like you can make it an on-rail type mission by just flying in a straight line in an open world game. Like, I imagine them, though, if you do fly in a line... Or am I trying to go at this? I'd say they'll find some sort of on-rail element if they were to make an open-world Star Fox game. Like, they'll place enemies in a fashion that'll make it feel like an on-rail mission. Falco, shoot him. There you go. Sure was, Falco. Really... appreciated the help with them searchlights. Can you imagine the idea that if you don't save your teammates and you don't have anybody, and then you're left to take out all the searchlights by yourself. Man, doing that, and then it'd be really difficult to get to Sector Z if that was the case. Alright, so we gotta shoot. I forget exactly what you do here. I think you gotta... This boss you can only damage if you use smart bombs. So we'll do that. They give you plenty of smart bombs from these little cannonballs that they shoot out. So shoot off that. Then we can shoot off that right there. Smart bomb the crane so that way you can't get the little thing back. I remember my first run through of this on the remake on the 3DS, I had some trouble just because I forgot exactly what to do. Let's shoot off this last part right here, and then we can just shoot him with the lasers. Oh, okay, now I'm taking damage. I might lose a wing. Oh. Okay, we're good. That was a close one. If you're going for a high score, this is a really good level to do that also. I forgot to mention that. Because there's a lot of stuff to shoot, and you can easily get your score up to 200.
Everything's A-okay. Cat, where'd you go?
So I guess if you were to go for a high score route, or run through, here's what I would do. I would go to Corneria, then go to the Meteor, the asteroid belt, because there you can get a lot of hits too, especially if you take the wormhole. Then after the asteroid belt, you take yourself to... I need to look on the map there. After the meteor, you really only have two options after you go to the asteroid belt, either Katina or Fortuna. I guess I would take Katina because there you can get more points than Fortuna. And then after Katina you would go to Sector X because you get more points there as opposed to going to Solar. Is it Solar? Solar? I'll go with Solar. Or, no, Solar. Anyways, after Sector X, I would take the Macbeth. Because you can get more points at Macbeth. Actually, from Sector X you can get to either, if you take the warp you can get to Sector Z, beat the boss without Slippy helping, takes you to Macbeth, and then there's Titania. Out of the three, take Macbeth because you can get the secret boss and get a lot of points from that. And then after that, go to Area 6, which it's up there for the... If you had to make a top 3 on which levels would give you the most points, that's up there. Of course, saying all this, you miss out on Zonus. That'll give you a lot of points too. And the only way to get to Zonus is if you complete Aquas. I guess with that being said, that's one of the routes you can take for a lot of, if you're going for a high score run through. And looking at my points right there, that might be the case. Like I'm going for a high score run. Maybe I just defeated or contradicted myself when I said all that. Like maybe that's just an alternate way to look to find high score routes. I can tell you a low score route. Go to Fortuna. Go to Solar. Go to Solar. Just all the missions that you're not going to get a whole lot of points out of. Anyways, we're in Sector Z. We gotta protect the Great Fox. Rather different mission. You can also go in here, and you can actually be fully restored by doing that. Thankfully, it's pretty snappy, and not much time goes by when you do it.
behind me. Gee, I've been saved by
The nice thing about Star Fox 64 that I do have over Assault is that when you're saving your allies, it's not scripted like what they have in Star Fox Assault.
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
Like it's like saving your allies is much more authentic because
Your father helped me like that.
it's not always certain that you're gonna need their help. Whereas Assault, there's just a lot of scripting. Lily, how you doing? Playing through the best franchise of all time.
6 missiles coming from the left.
I mean, not financially, but
Missile 1 is heading for Great Fox.
to me, this is the best. Don't deny it.
Here it comes.
I'm taking damage. Falco's gonna shoot down the missile. If you want to get a medal, don't let your teammates shoot it down. And also, try to get here without going through Zonus. So that means you'd have to go to Solar, I think, and then beat the mission there. Is that right? Yeah. Or is it Katina? No?
Missile 2 and 3 approaching.
I forget all the areas that you can get to Sector Z from. Sector X is one. I think maybe Salon. But then again, I think you can only get to Macbeth from there.
Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
Went from about to down an enemy to getting tailed by one.
Approaching. Distance.
Oh, that's hilarious. How that can easily happen.
Down.
Peppy, stop getting tailed.
Are you gonna hug all the fun?
Cat, can't you go bother someone else?
Let me help you out.
Oh, the evil part about this mission that if your teammates take down a missile, you don't get the points for it, which makes it a pain if you want to get a medal here.
Your father helped me like that too. Time for a little payback. Missiles 4, 5, and 6 approaching.
Make way for a cat.
Anyways, yeah, I'm doing a Star Fox marathon. I'm only gonna be playing through
Right behind you.
this Star Fox 64, and I also play Star Fox Assault and Star Fox Command.
Missiles approaching. Distance 50. Shoot! He's right behind you.
Yep.
I can't shake this. Missile approaching. Distance 20.
Okay, that was a close one. I almost threw that away. If you let a missile hit the Great Fox, you go to Bowls. But since we protected the Great Fox like that, we get to go to Area 6.
You owe me, Falco. You're on your own. Good luck, little man.
Man, I wish I played this game in my childhood.
Rob, is everything okay? Great Fox is okay.
That's okay though. Plan Marker 64, Double Dash,
The bad guys on the run.
and Assault. Well, I guess I did play this game at the tail end of my childhood. When I was 12 or 13. But of course I didn't get to play this at a really young age. Anyways, the last mission here. Well, second to last.
It's almost over. We're in your debt. Come back in one piece, Fox.
Will do, General.
Came in here. No problem.
So Lily, are you ready for some Starlink? Are you ready for Star Fox to come back?
Too late. Game over, pal. Entering Venom Air Defense Zone. Everybody stay alert.
Destroy the tops.
Lines ahead.
I also like how the smart bombs work in here. You fire it once to deploy it, and then you can hit it again while it's out
Clean up this mess.
to detonate it. Star Fox Assault, you can't do that. It'll go to a certain distance and then explode.
Knock it off, boss. Hold still and let me shoot you. Gotcha.
Worth it.
Great box will cover you.
Incoming enemy missile!
Shoot him down. We're being marked.
Did you get them all? I think we did. I'm cheesing it with the spark bombs.
Did we get him?
Not yet, sir. They're on me. I've got the challenge.
The missiles. Can't lock on the missiles. Oh, Pepe's getting wrecked.
Ah, son of a bitch. Wow.
You know, I've always wanted to play the Super Nintendo Star Fox games, just because they're unique on their own way. Like this isn't a carbon copy of the original Star Fox. Like, there's some stuff in Star Fox that haven't been in any other Star Fox game, like the black hole, the added dimension stuff. There's some original elements from that game that weren't even brought back into these other Star Fox games, which they all copied pretty similarly to that game. There's the only way I could play the original Star Fox and Star Fox 2 is I think if I get the SNES Mini, which is $80. And there's plenty of them at my local stores. And the enemy's right there behind you.
Location confirmed. Sending supplies.
Yes, there's just so much stuff I'm shooting at.
The last line has been breached.
Also, not just Star Fox, but I got a lot of other games that I would like to stream sometime soon. I bought Wario Land Shake It for only $10 from
Enemy ahead!
GameStop.
This one's different.
I repurchased
We were
Pikmin 1 for Wii. I also got DuckTales for the Wii U. Like the DuckTales Remastered.
Enemy shield analyzed.
So the Star Fox 1 and 2 are they're best played on the SNES Mini. I've only played Wario Land Shake It just once, that one time that I rented it from Blockbuster. You know, when the game was still new. be fun to go back to it and play it. It's one of those games that you can have a blast 100%ing too, getting all the secrets and stuff, and finding all the secret areas too.
Yeah, it's working. Shoot the tentacles to open the core.
Oh, I gotta shoot him. I thought I need to dodge him until something else comes up. Whoops. Shoot that one.
Destroy all 3 energy balls.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, one more cycle and then I can get this big old jumbo cycle that I can take away almost all of his health. If I remember correctly, that's how this boss works. Ouchie. Let me shoot the tentacle. Alright, he also gotta fire his laser.
Watch out, Fox.
Fun fact, a form of this boss comes back in Star Fox Assault, but that's as much as I'll go into that. Throw a smart bomb in there for good mission. Oh no, I didn't get in all one cycle. And add insult to injury, I lost the wing. No. That'll make the next mission much more difficult. Dang. I thought I could get him in that one cycle. And I always do it. Every time I fight this boss. Come on, guys, get. Come on, just finish me. Okay.
Yippee! You did it!
Okay, this is gonna be pretty interesting. I'm gonna go into Venom with no hyper lasers. Maybe with all them points that we got this mission, we just topped up our allies with health.
We're entering Venom
They're gonna need it. Before we go into Venom, can I get more hyper lasers?
Say your
Please?
prayers,
No.
Android.
I gotta do this with single lasers? Oh boy. Gonna need all the tricks I can.
Don't get too cocky, Star Fox.
Let's see how you handle our new ships.
Shoot them as much as you can. It's Star Wolf, they're back. And they got stronger ships, and they hit harder.
Make sure you never reach Android. We'll just see about that, Star Wolf. You got
Just spam your single laser if you can. Try to get him out in front like this as you can.
I've got a better ship.
Hey, nice aircraft, guys.
I'm ready off. Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
Yeah, Wolf. I can just take down one of them, I'll be comfortable. There we go.
I'll take care of you.
Get to the pond, froggy.
This is really starting to tick me off.
Not yet. The party's just begun.
I am the great Leon.
Hopefully Falco's doing his stuff.
The party's just
I'm
begun.
gonna have to save him. I can save myself because Wolf is stalking me.
Knock it off, Fox.
It's a good thing I took out Pigma,
This guy off me.
Peppy's rival, so we won't have him bullet hose Peppy's health.
Give it up. You can't win.
Yeah. You really see how difficult this is without hyper lasers.
Guys,
I can't take him down as quickly as I want to.
Behind you.
hey, what's the big idea?
Give it up.
Okay,
You can't win.
yeah, I might not win.
Dang, I'm hit. I am the great Leon. Gee, I've been saved by Fox. How swell.
Not yet. The party's just
Oh,
begun.
almost. I almost took out Leon.
Time for a little payback.
Falco, can you finish him off?
Fox, get this guy off me.
Location confirmed.
Yo, hold up now. Look at my health. No, police. Okay, whew, that was a close one.
Give it up. You can't win.
All this time and I only took down Pigma. I still got 3 left. And stop crashing into stuff, losing health.
You're not welcome here. Give it up. You can't win.
There we go. Actually, I took down Leon. All I got left is Wolf and Leon? Is Leon still there? Okay, Wolf and Leon. I bet.
Oh,
Leon, give me power up. There you go.
there's one more to go.
Last but not least.
No way. I don't believe
Yes. I pulled off the
it.
upset.
I'll go it alone from here.
Fox!
And it surprised me too. None of my teammates had to pull out. I say pull out because they don't die, they just fly away with not enough health to continue fighting.
I've been waiting.
I don't remember the exact path that you take to get all the stuff you need. I'm gonna try my best here to remember. I think it's left again. If I can get hyper lasers here, that'd be sweet.
Now,
And then it's right. Right. Oh no. That's okay. Twin lasers is all I need. Like the one time I go right, that's not it. Anyways, yes, that's the difference between easy venom and hard venom. Fight Star Wolf. But and getting to Andros after that is a little different. Multiple paths you can take. Different than some of them not. They have different power-ups on a different route. But fighting Andros right here, it's the same. Shoot him in the eyes, get him paralyzed, and then shoot the hands. Keep shooting the hands. And then shoot the eye again. Oop. Yeah, you almost got me there. I said shoot the eye, then shoot the hand. There we go. Then shoot the eyes again. Sometimes if you really take your time and don't shoot the eyes, he'll actually suck you in, vacuum style. When he does that, shoot a spark bomb, or use your rakes to not have him eat you, because you'll take a lot of damage if that happens. It's a good use of my last spark bomb there. So this is Andross's true form. He's turned into a brain. And he's deployed his eye sockets. Shoot him like that. One's down. We need to shoot the other one. And then Andross's weak point gets revealed, which is on the back. Now, this is a little tricky trying to shoot him, because if you get too close to him, he teleports too far and you can't hit him. You find the sweet spot here and get him at the right distance. Remember, he'll deploy some mines if you shoot the tentacles, which you shouldn't fly into. If you fly into him, you take a lot of damage that way. Like they'll have you trapped. If we can get him to do vortex him like this, get a couple hits there. I'll see the oh, no, I got stuck. No, if I lose a wing from nope. I was able to. Sometimes if you're really banged up, you'll guarantee to lose a wing there if you take damage that way. Just got a little too close there. If I can keep circling him like this, get behind him like that, try not to shoot him anywhere besides his weak point. Because if he does that, if you shoot him, if you don't shoot his weak point, but you're shooting at him, he'll teleport. Gamma. No. Yeah, we go. Got it.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Father?
Follow me, Fox.
It's James McCloud. Thought to be dead in a mission with Peppy and Bingma.
This way, Fox.
But he's here. He's here to guide us on our way out of this exploding base in Venom.
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
Now this little thing right here is up for debate. Like either seeing James McCloud right here now is just Fox's illusion, or he actually is alive, and he's just chilling around Venom for whatever reason.
You've become so strong, Fox.
I think it's the first one. Like, there's no way you only see James McCloud after he supposedly died in Venom. Like, that's the only time you see him throughout the whole game.
Fox, you're okay.
Way to go, Fox!
And all our
That's our leader.
teammates, all their HP is super low.
What's wrong, Fox?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong.
But yeah, they all held up. They used all them enemy shields, that way we can defeat Andros again. And there you have it. That's Star Fox 64. The easy route and the hard route. The only two missions we didn't play were Katina and Solar. But honestly, you're not missing out much. The Katina mission feels like Independence Day. There's a big old UFO about to destroy this base. You meet a guy named Bill there. That'll help you out, just like with Cat. And then Solar, I think that's the right pronunciation I should go with. Solar is just an R-Wing mission. It has its own twist, where you're constantly taking damage, because Solar, if you go there, you're constantly taking damage from the intense heat there. And if you fly too low to the surface, you take even more damage, so you have to stay to the very top to reduce the amount of damage you take. That mission, there's plenty of rings that you can collect to top off on your energy meter. Also not the ideal mission to go to if you have the option not to. If, say, your allies' health is low. Because your allies also take damage. And oddly enough, only when they have dialogue going on. Or if they're flying on screen. Of course, that only applies for the first half. The second half, they're fine. Which is weird. I feel like I could keep going, like I could keep streaming. I don't know. Should I? I feel like I want to save, because after Star Fox 64, I want to play some Star Fox Assault. But I want to save that for another time. Anyways, while these credits are going on, I'll look at my own stream and see how it's going.
Star Fox, we are in your debt. I would be honored to have you as part of the Cornerian
Oh no, sir. We prefer doing things our own way.
Great Fox is ready to go.
It's time for us to go now.
My nose really shaped like that? Oh. It's not like, it looks normal. First I thought my nose is shaped just like, Leo from A Way Out. That's the one game I should really play, but I don't have a console to play it on. Like, I think it's only on PS4. Anyways, the stream audio is fine. Like, everything's legit fine. And same goes for the internet too. Everything's A-okay too. See that camp down there? The thought of just a few more hours and another 2 days and then Starlink. The road to Star Fox Return is almost about to begin. Star Fox Zero doesn't count. 1098, not even close to my highest score at around 1400. But getting 1,000 is it's pretty good, and it actually ranked in as the 10th highest. So that's pretty cool. Didn't even get a medal on any of them. There's just a good, well-rounded out performance there. What was the route I took for my highest score again? Oh, I did the route I was mentioning. Yeah, it's the same exact route I mentioned. Corneria, Meteor, Patina, Sector X, Macbeth, Area 6 minute. Neat.
What?
And he says that if you get at least 1,000 hits in all of the missions combined. But there you have it. That is Star Fox 64. Next up in my Star Fox Marathon, it's Star Fox Assault. Will it be coming up right now? Maybe. Should I? But I feel like I need to do the right... It has to be at the right time, though. This time at 8:30 p.m. where the East Coast is already asleep. I think we could do... I think the timing could be much better, so... How about we say we save that for tomorrow? Sunday night. What do you say? And then, shoot, what am I gonna do? I'll just put the Star Fox thing on hold. And just play something else. Or another idea, I could briefly play Star Fox Zero. I wish I can, the thing with Star Fox Zero is, you can't hear the dialogue unless if you beat the game, then unlock the option where you can play the dialogue through the TV. Your first run through of the game, you're forced to listen to the dialogue through the gamepad audio, which honestly is asinine. Amongst a long list of asinine things that were designed into Star Fox Zero. Let's not lie, Star Fox Zero is just plagued with a lot of design issues. It would have been a great game if, say if you had the option to use traditional control schemes. The game was just bogged down by a plethora of of small things. Tell you what, I got some unfinished business with Mario Strikers Charged, so let's say we play some Mario Strikers Charged. Just give me a second here as I change my title.
Okay. Then I'll also go offline briefly, so that way when I'm uploading this, re-uploading these streams, I don't have this jumbo stream. So basically, splitting the re-uploaded streams. So I'll take a quick break here. Be back online in just a bit.